Hello there, friends. It's Jimmy Maverick. Welcome to another edition of the Fantasy Maverick podcast. Hey, I just finished my first draft of the season, real draft, in my standard points league. This is a league I've been playing in for about 6 years now. I've won 2 of them. I need to win 3. That's what I'm going for this year. I love this team. Fantastic value across the board. I nearly, almost got every player in the top 100. Almost. It was that close. There was only one player that was clearly outside the top 100. But what do you think? Watch this draft, see how it goes. I did get sniped on a couple of players, but you know what? I don't think it matters. I'm very happy with this team, and I want to hear what you think about it too. So let's do it. Let's watch.
Listen up. It's time for the Fantasy Maverick podcast, starring the guy who's going to help you win that fantasy championship, Jimmy Maverick.
All right, hello there, friends. This is Jimmy Maverick. Welcome to another edition of the Fantasy Maverick podcast, and it is draft day. That's right, man. I got my first draft of the season happening today. Makes me a little nervous that it's this early because there are still 7 NFL games that are going to be played this weekend, so hopefully no disasters happen, but I'm super excited about this. I get the first overall pick in this draft, and so we're going to be getting that started. It starts in about 15 minutes. And just to show you, there is one piece of information that I always keep next to me, and I like to track the number of quarterbacks, tight ends, kickers, and defenses that have been selected. So I just make a little worksheet, and I just tally mark it off as they come off the board. It helps me keep track of that of those items, and then also, because I've got the first overall pick, usually I track the person before me and the person after me as far as who they're selecting. But in this case, it's just one team. So I'm going to be tracking what they're doing as well. But I think I pretty much have my strategy down here. We're going to do basically pretty much a robust running back strategy. I'll modify it if some good values pop up. Like, for instance, if either DK Metcalf or A.J. Brown make it to me at the second pick, I'll take one of them. But otherwise, I'm going to go 3 running backs to start. I'm going to take an elite quarterback. I don't know if you watched my standard points tier video that I did last week, but the one thing that I really noticed is that the amount of points in a standard points league is significantly lower than what you're going to get in a half PPR or a PPR league. And because of that, quarterbacks are that much more valuable. So I'm going to get myself, my goal is to get Kyler Murray in the 5th. I could also get Lamar Jackson if for some reason Kyler is taken. But that's kind of my strategy to start. And then, I'm going to use those middle rounds to build up the wide receivers because I do have to roster 3 wide receivers. But anyway, we'll just see how it goes. So I got 12 minutes to go. I'm just going to pause the video, and I'll come back when we're ready to start. All right, my friends, we are ready to go. A minute and a half till we start. Christian McCaffrey is already queued up. And again, I'm telling you, people, use the queue. The queue is the key to success in a draft. It helps prevent the problem of tunnel vision on a single player where you're just waiting for your one player to make it to you, and then he gets drafted right before your pick, and then you're in crisis mode. Don't do it to yourself. Use the queue. And once we're done with our first pick, we're just going to immediately start looking at who do we want for the second round and get all those players queued up as well, because it's going to be a long wait until our next pick. But of course, no question, I'm just taking Christian McCaffrey. I was considering Dalvin Cook. Actually, in my app, they're rated in standard points leagues. They're rated equally for value. They're projected with the same amount of points each. But the thing is, I just haven't liked how Minnesota has played in the preseason. It just makes me a little cooler on them than I normally would be. I'm sure they'll be fine, but I'm just going to take Christian McCaffrey. It's just kind of a no-brainer here for the first overall pick, and then we will move on from there. So 30 seconds to go, and we are going to use my app, My Perfect Fantasy Draft, to help us pick players. So if you haven't done so already, I invite you to go to my website, fantasyfootballmaverick.com. That's where you can access this app. And if you're in a standard points league, you can utilize this app for free. The limited version of the app, all you have to do is just sign up, allows you access to the standard points list. And so you can use it. You can set up draft mode for 12-team leagues. You can utilize my preferred filters if you want. And it's going to give you all this great information to let you know who to pick. There we go. It's my pick. This is easy. I'm not even going to wait. Christian McCaffrey first overall. So let's look at the second round. So I've already queued up the second round. And the first thing I want to let you guys know is if we just look at the wide receivers, there's a couple wide receivers that do interest me tremendously. One is A.J. Brown. And then another is DK Metcalf, although he's a super long shot to make it to us. And then also DeAndre Hopkins. All three of those guys, not expected to make it to me, but they're the only ones that offer fair value in the second round for me, for wide receivers, because it's a standard points league. The top rated wide receiver that should make it to us is CeeDee Lamb, but his value rank is 32nd. So that means I'm taking a borderline overvalued player. Actually, it would be an overvalued player with my second pick or third pick, which I'm not willing to do. So if either of those three guys make it, I'm gonna select one of them, maybe two of them if two of them make it. But that's the issue right now with the second round. All the other wide receivers, Robert Woods, value 36th overall. Keenan Allen, 39th overall. Terry McLaurin, 38th overall. Chris Godwin, 45th overall. Allen Robinson, 41st overall. Again, they're bad choices at this point for standard points leagues. Now, if we look at the running backs, on the other hand, they are amazingly good. Clyde Edwards-Helaire, 16th overall. David Montgomery, 26th overall. James Robinson, 18th overall. Dobbins, 21st overall. All these guys are fair value to undervalued. Chris Carson, 17th overall. Miles Sanders, 12th overall. There's fantastic options here. Great value plays. So that's why I'm saying I'm going to get two in the next round unless one of those wide receivers makes it to me. So that's kind of my strategy, and I've already queued it up. So I've already got my whole list. So you can see I got Hopkins, Metcalf, and A.J. Brown. Then I've got Najee Harris, David Montgomery, J.K. Dobbins, and James Robinson as my fallbacks. So let's just see what's going on the draft results right now. It's moving very quickly. Christian McCaffrey was me, and then we have Dalvin Cook, Zeke Elliott, Derrick Henry, Alvin Kamara, 5th. That is surprising. Travis Kelsey, first tight end off the board, so let me just mark that off. Then we have Nick Chubb and Aaron Jones comes off. Then it was Devontae Adams, Tyreek Hill, Stephon Diggs, 3 wide receivers in a row. Saquon Barkley closed out the first round. Then Jonathan Taylor starts the second round. Austin Eckler is taken. And I believe Zeke and Destroy. This is Swami from 94 Rock. And this is his team, so we'll see who he takes second. I'm interested to see how that goes. Antonio Gibson, that's a good choice, man. Tyreek Hill and Antonio Gibson, very good 1-2 punch for Swami. I do like that. Now, just to let you know, this is I think this is the 5th year we're doing this league. 5th, maybe it's the 6th, but I've won this league twice. And but it's been a few years since I've won it, so I've got to redeem myself this year. I'm feeling really confident and comfortable with my with my thing. Okay, now there's a player who I wanted who has come off. Najee, DeAndre Hopkins, another player I wanted to come off. All these guys were long shots anyway. They were the longest of long shots to actually make it to pick 24. But I still put them on the queue because just in case they happen to make it to us. We are back to the guy that took Travis Kelsey first. Really, I got to tell you, man, that is a terrible pick for the first round. Travis Kelsey. His value rank, let me pull it up here. Kelsey, 33rd overall. He took the 33rd most valuable player, 6th. So he's already in a tremendous hole. And it's just because of the nature that there's no PPR, man. This is standard points. So you've got to play to the strengths of what the point schedule offers. DK Metcalf, another one that we wanted, has come off. So that's interesting. He's not even going running back. That is crazy. I can't believe he's doing that. Joe Mixon comes off, 4 picks to us. And like I said, as soon as we have our picks, we'll go to the 4th, 5th round. We'll queue up some more players. That's what we're going to do. So you can see A.J. Brown is still on the board. So that is good. And then David Montgomery, J.K. Dobbins, and James Robinson are also still on the board here. So we're in pretty good shape. If we want to look at the player list right now, let's just take a look at all the players. So there's Justin Jefferson, Darren Waller, Allen Robinson. Again, I'm not going to bother with any of the elite tight ends. I'm fading tight ends. I'm going to be one of the last people in this league to take a tight end because their value is garbage. It's garbage. It's really, really bad. Clyde Edwards-Helaire comes off. That's actually good because I've been like sweating about should I take him? Could I take him? Okay, we're in great shape. We got one pick to us. Justin Jefferson just came off. I still have 4 players on my list. I still have 4. So we're gonna get ourselves a great couple of players right now. So I'm very excited. We'll see if AJ Brown's gonna be one of them. So just waiting for him to make his selection. He's making me sweat, making me, hyperventilate. But I'm feeling really good about this draft. I think this draft is going to go really, really well. So and have you noticed that no other tight ends have come off, no quarterbacks have come off yet either. So that might be what this. Okay, so he took Chris Carson. Great, look at that. We got our guy. So I wanted AJ Brown. We're going to take AJ Brown. And then we are going to take, now should it be Montgomery, Dobbins, or Robinson? Now if we look at my app, look at the running backs, Montgomery rates the highest, high reliability player, but his value is the worst. James Robinson is kind of the guy that I think I really want here, just because he's going to do what he did last year. I'm just like super excited about what that can be. Dobbins, a little bit more of a muddy backfield. Let's go ahead. I'm gonna take Robinson. Super comfortable with taking Robinson with my 3rd overall pick. Again, his value rank 18th overall. So we got like half a round of value by taking Robinson at this point. So that's fantastic. So let's go to the next round. So let's go to the 4th, 5th round, and just click on the next round. Here's who it's recommending: Chase Edmonds, Kyler Murray, Lamar Jackson. We are going to get ourselves an elite quarterback in the next round. So let's just go ahead right now and cue those guys up. So Lamar Jackson or Kyler Murray. Kyler Murray is the one that I prefer. Then let's look. We want to get ourselves another running back. So what options do we have? Well, Kareem Hunt and Myles Gaskin are both long shots. That's what the little gun means. I do really like Kareem Hunt. If I get Kareem Hunt as my flex, I'll be super happy. You can also see that Chase Edmonds is here. Mike Davis, his value is, well, he's fair value. Javonte Williams also offers fair value. But Chase Edmonds, Kareem Hunt, and Myles Gaskin give me about a round of value by taking them. So let's go ahead, get those guys highlighted. And, another good thing is that I would get the stack. If I take Kyler, I would get the stack with by taking Chase Edmonds. So that's something else to consider. So there's Kareem Hunt, there's Chase Edmonds, there's Myles Gaskin. Myles Gaskin is a low reliability player, though, and that makes me nervous. Oh, yeah, he doesn't rate very well for Vork score. I like to see at least 40 points on the Vork score to want to select. So all these guys are sub-marginal players, risky players. Even though they got decent outlooks, they make me nervous. Now let's just look at the wide receivers. What wide receivers are available? We've got Cooper Kupp, who would be a fair value play at this point. Let's see here. DJ Moore. But he doesn't rate well. Oh, of course. Oh, wait a minute. I still had him tagged with the injury designation. He played last night, so he is fine. Shoot, I got to update that. But let's put Kupp and DJ Moore also on the list, just in case they make it to us. So we will go Kupp and Moore. Okay. So we've got quite a few guys queued up. Let's just kind of see what the draft results are doing. We've got a ways to go. So it looks like Darren Waller came off 3rd round. Patrick Mahomes comes off middle of the 3rd round. That's good. J.K. Dobbins, Keenan Allen, Allen Robinson all came off. Again, those guys, poor value plays at this point of the draft. Anyway, what I'm going to do, I'm going to pause the video. We'll come back when we get closer to our pick to see where we're at. Okay, so I updated DJ Moore and I removed the injury designation. He moved up substantially. Vork score up over 40. Fantastic. Again, he is a long shot to make it to us. Anyway, we will go ahead and keep working on this. Let's see how we're doing. Oh, it's just moving along slowly. Oh, boy. Okay, now this is a problem. Look at this. Mahomes, Allen, and Lamar Jackson have all come off. Yikes. Okay, so this is going to be a problem if Kyler Murray doesn't make it back to us. Oh, yikes. I hope he does, but we've got a long, long way to go before it comes back. Looks like, Swami took Lamar Jackson. Interesting. Okay. Oh boy. Now I'm sweating. So the third round, here's what happened. So it was James Robinson, J.K. Dobbins, Darren Waller, Keenan Allen, Allen Robinson, Patrick Mahomes, Josh Allen, Mike Evans, Terry McLaurin, Lamar Jackson, Kyle Pitts, CeeDee Lamb, and now the start of the fourth round, David Montgomery. So things are moving along here. And, oh boy. I mean, if I miss on Kyler, who could I take? I mean, if we look at the quarterbacks, you know, we could take Dak, and then we could maybe stack him with like Gallup. I doubt Cooper would make it back to us. Russell Wilson, Justin Herbert. You know, I mean, we do have some fallback options here should something happen. I could always just go for Tannehill as well. Given that I have A.J. Brown, stack those guys. That's not a terrible idea, and that will free up these earlier picks for other players that I need to get, like wide receivers. So George Kittle, fourth round after Kyle Pitts. Now, that actually isn't too bad a pick for George Kittle. His value rank, if we look at the app, because he was supposed to go in the second, third round, 52nd overall. So he was taken at pick 39. He's still overvalued, right? It's still a clear overvalue play. But you know, that's not too bad. And then again, that's Swami. Swami took Kittle. Okay, well, that's interesting. He's got quite a nice balanced roster at this point, going one position each. So for quarterbacks, we've got 3 quarterbacks off the board. We've got 4 tight ends off the board at this point. And checking out notable, that's the team that's on either side of us. They've just taken 3 running backs. So they are robust running back. Dalvin Cook, Chris Carson, J.K. Dobbins. That's a pretty good triple to start out with. So not bad. Jacobs comes off here in the 4th round. That's a decent choice. Jacobs, for us, he never would have made it to us. But if we look at the running backs, Josh Jacobs, where are you? Yeah, he ranked good from our draft position. So 20th overall value. That's a great deal there that he got. So very, very interesting to see how this is going. You can see I still have Kyler Murray, Kareem Hunt, Chase Edmonds, Myles Gaskin, Cooper Kupp, and DJ Moore on my list. So we will keep going here and sweating it out. It's still so. Oh, there's one of ours that came off. Cooper Kupp. Again, he was a long shot to make it to us regardless. I'm just going to look at the wide receivers again. So DJ Moore and Cooper Kupp are obviously at the top. But yes, T. Higgins, value rank 60th. Chase Claypool, value rank 70th. Brandon Ayuk, 57th. Tyler Lockett is actually pretty good. Obviously a high upside guy, although he's so inconsistent. That's the problem with Lockett is inconsistency. The rest of these guys are in the 50s, 60s, 70s. Again, just not great options. And that's the thing that's really sticking me from wanting to take one of them is because of that. So we'll have to wait and see what happens here. All right. I'm a bundle of nerves right now. Let me just go ahead. I'm gonna queue up. I'll queue up Tyler Lockett just so we have him on the list. Wide receivers. Oh, there's Lockett. Oh, I doubt he's gonna make it to us. There's Woods. I really like Woods is a fantastic option if he was to make it to us. But again, these other guys just don't rate real well with their value at this point of the draft. I would need them to fall for me to want to take them. Still some decent options here for running backs too. Daryl Henderson is still on the board. How would Henderson rank on this? Let's see here. We got to restore him because he should have been gone already. So he's a fair value play. Henderson's fair value. We could definitely mark him off. Mike Davis, again, does not have good value. Mike Davis, he does have good value, 47th overall. His VORC score is just under 40, though. That's a little bit of a problem. But, I think he could be a decent choice. Javonte, 46th. He's a decent choice, too, as a rookie. We're taking a little bit of a chance there. Oh, did he go over? No, he didn't go. All right. So we have some options. Oh, someone took Kyler Murray. Damn it. That blows my strategy of getting an elite quarterback. Man, that makes me mad. I did like a million mock drafts. Kyler Murray always made it to my fourth pick, always, and so it's just like, shoot. So as far as quarterbacks go, let's see here. Dak, Russell Wilson, Justin Herbert, Tom Brady, Aaron Rodgers. Ugh. All right. Well, I guess I'm just going to wait. And what I think I'm going to go for here is I'll get myself a good running back and a good wide receiver. That's going to be my goal here. So Tyler Lockett came off, so that was one of my targets, but that's fine. He was not really a big target of mine. And look at this. Woods is still on the board. And now Woods ranks very, very well here. If we restore him, let's look at the wide receivers. Woods right at the top of the list. 36th overall is his value. So a full round. Look at that. He did make it. So I think this is an easy pick. Robert Woods is definitely better value than DJ Moore and Kupp is gone. So we get more value out of Robert Woods. I'm a big fan of Robert Woods. I had him last year. He did great for me. So we'll take Woods, and then you can see we got Kareem Hunt, Chase Edmonds, Myles Gaskin, Daryl Henderson. Let's just look at the running backs again. So Kareem Hunt's value, 34th overall. That's really good. Chase Edmonds. Again, I can't get the stack, so there's no reason to take Chase Edmonds. They're worth about the same. I'm going to take Kareem Hunt. So I've got my flex. I got my Kareem Hunt. I got a great wide receiver core, man. A.J. Brown, Robert Woods, fantastic value on both those guys. That is such a steal. So I'm super happy with that. That went my way. Quarterback did not. I'm okay. I will live. I will survive. Let's move on to the next round. Let's go. I mean, that's all you can do. Next round, 6th, 7th. So let's look. First of all, for quarterbacks, we could get someone like Justin Herbert, Stafford, Rodgers, Brady, Tannehill. So that's going to be the round to take that player. Of course, Tannehill's not a great choice there. Really, the only one that's really a good choice is Herbert. And that's not necessarily a bad option. Although none of these other guys hit 40 on the Vork score. So let's go ahead. Let's highlight Justin Herbert. I'm not super thrilled with the idea of taking him, but we'll see what happens. As far as let's look at running backs, we've got so we got only one that scores over 40. That's Ronald Jones. Fair value play. We got Kenyon Drake, A.J. Dillon. Both those guys would be overvalued. So let's go ahead and highlight Ronald Jones. Okay. And let's look at the wide receivers. So now Chase Claypool's projected to make it to us. He is fair value at this point of the draft. We also have players like Brandon Cooks, Robbie Anderson, Cortland Sutton. Tyler Boyd does not offer good value. Juju Smith-Schuster, not good value. Antonio Brown, not good value. Jamar Chase as a long shot might also be good. So let's get some of these guys highlighted. So Claypool, Cooks, Anderson. So let's look. Claypool. Let's see here. Cooks. Robbie Anderson. Oh, Claypool's right at the top of the list, man. He's never going to make it back to us. Let's see here. Who else do we got? Sutton. Jamar Chase, who's had kind of a terrible preseason. Let's see. Who else do we got? And Jamar Chase does not rate well. Is not rating well at all. I think I'm going to take Jamar Chase off. I don't think I'm going to bother with that. But, again, guys from the prior round, I mean, none of these guys are going to make it back to us. Who am I fooling right now by doing that? Tyler Boyd is a decent choice. Where is Boyd? Is he on here, or is he an 8th, 9th? Let's go back to the 6th, 7th. Boyd. There he is. Oh yeah, Boyd does not offer great value, so we don't want him. Kenny Galladay. How about Galladay? Again, no, not a great. I mean, really good value, but that's about it. I'll consider Galladay at this point. We also wanted to put Sutton on there. Sutton ranks pretty well. Although I don't like that he only has 2 stars, but that's because he's got the injury designation. But I think he's a decent choice. Let's see here. Jerry Jeudy is still on the board. Where's Jeudy on here? Jerry Jeudy rates very well. Let's get him queued up. All right, so we got some. Let's look at the tight ends too. And again, the tight ends, I kind of want to be like the last player in the league to take a tight end. Oh, look at that! Wow, we actually do have some decent options at tight end if both Andrews and Hawkinson. Look at that, Andrews scores very well, fair value. Hawkinson does not, but shoot, I doubt they'll make it back. I mean, there's no way he's making it back to us. As far as the rest of the guys, again, they just don't rate well. Value is terrible. Look at that horrible value right now. We're going to be at pick 72, 113, 147, 133, 125. This is why tight ends suck so bad in this league. So anyway, we've got some options there. We got some guys queued up. Let's look at the draft results here. So since our pick of Kareem Hunt, it was DJ Moore, Brandon Ayuk, Daryl Henderson, Adam Thielen, Chase Claypool, Damian Harris, Robbie Anderson, Mike Davis, and Raheem Mostert. So this is interesting what's going on here, especially given the fact that you've got no one's taken Hawkinson yet, no one's taken Andrews yet. I guess everybody's all focused on the fact that they suck for they suck for fantasy. I mean, the fact that I'm not even willing to look at Hawkinson as a 7th round pick, it's like, he's just the terrible choice at that point. I got to lose like a whole round of value. Oh, there goes Mark Andrews. There he goes. Well, that's a bummer. So Mark Andrews came off. That's the 5th tight end. Still only 4 quarterbacks have come off the board. I wouldn't be surprised if a bunch come off on this round. We'll see what happens. And look, there's another one. There's Dak Prescott. Okay, so Dak Prescott comes off. So even though I'm not going to get the edge with the quarterback that I wanted, the fact that I have both Brown and Woods as my wide receivers is really, really good. That's really, really good value there. So we'll just wait and see what happens, who's available for this next trade. So Jeudy comes off, T. Higgins comes off. Okay, so Jeudy was another target of ours, but that's okay. He was a long shot, even to make it to us. So I'm not concerned about that. Chase Edmonds is still on the board. Myles Gaskin still on the board. Javonte Williams still on the board. So, again, there's a bunch of guys that haven't been taken here. That'd be great value at the 6th round if they make it to us. So we'll see what happens. Trey Sermon comes off before any of those guys. That's shocking. It's very surprising. Let's see where Swami's at. So Swami has taken Raheem Mostert and then T. Higgins. So Antonio Gibson and Raheem Mostert are his running backs. That's not great. T. Higgins, Tyreek Hill again. I think both those are good, although T. Higgins is not a good value. He wasn't a good value for us at the 6th pick. So that wasn't a good value play there. All right. OBJ. I will not touch that guy in any league. I have absolutely no interest in OBJ. Zero. A big fat goose egg. He is completely off my list. So, again, just waiting. Oh, and TJ Hawkinson comes off, so another tight end comes off. Again, I'm going to take my tight end once 11 tight ends have been selected. I'll take my tight end. So, and oh, by the way, this league only has 5 bench slots, so I am absolutely not wasting a bench slot on a second tight end, a second quarterback, or obviously a second kicker or defense. Not even in the cards for what I want to do. So, Russell Wilson, another quarterback, comes off. All right. Tyler Boyd. Again, he was a poor value choice at this point in the draft. So, where is my... What quarterbacks are we looking at here? Stafford, Rodgers, Brady, Tannehill. I think that's who's available here. Whoops, as far as quarterbacks go. Herbert, Brady, Rodgers, Hurts. Yeah. Okay. Let's go and 2 picks to our turn. Looks like someone's having a crisis as to who they should take. Chase Edmonds comes off. That's a great value pick. Myles Gaskin came off also, I see there. Okay. Jamar Chase comes off, another poor value play at this point. So we've got players like Javonte Williams, Justin Herbert, Jones, Cooks, Galladay, and Sutton. I think, and let's look at the tight ends. Again, there's nothing really. Again, I'm just not willing to invest in any of those guys because their value sucks. But you know what? I'm going to take Justin Herbert here just because I don't think I want to wait a whole nother round. I'll take Justin Herbert as my quarterback. And then I do need a third. I do need a third wide receiver. Did Claypool make it back? No, Claypool did not make it. But Cooks and Robbie Anderson, I know, was already gone. Cortland Sutton. You know what? I'm going to take Brandon Cooks. Totally boring, but as a third wide receiver, I think he's a good choice and a nice value. Look at that, 63rd value. So we got nearly a full round of value out of taking Cooks. And we got our quarterback lined up now, so I think we're good. Let's go to the next round. Let's see what we can look at for the next round. So we don't need to worry about quarterback anymore. We're all done with that. If we look at running backs, let's see here. Who do we got? Sony Michel rates very well. A.J. Dillon rates very well. And Jamal Williams is a marginal play, but I really like him. He's overvalued here. Really not interested in David Johnson. I don't want 2 Houston players. Not going to do that. But Michel, Dillon, and Jamal Williams, let's get those guys queued up. So let's see here. So there's Dillon. There's Jamal Williams. There's Sony Michel. Let's look at the wide receivers. Wide receivers, we got some decent options here. We got Gallup, Shenault, Samuel, Landry, Waddle, who's a little bit overvalued. No, actually, he's pretty much fair value at that point. Waddle. Brown is still not that great. Okay, but we got 5 options here, so let's get them all queued up. So let's go to wide receivers. And let's go to Gallup and LaVisca. And who else do we have on this list? Samuel, Landry. Samuel, I'm very nervous about taking Samuel because he's gotten like no reps with, he's gotten no reps with Ryan, with Fitzpatrick. Waddle. Let's see here. There's Waddle. Oh, he's way down. Okay. Who else is on this list that's of interest? And you know, if any of these guys make, you know, Juju, if we put Juju in on this round, he's going to score very well. Yeah, Juju's up there. He's a good choice. I doubt he makes it back to us. Debo, not really someone I'm interested in. Fuller, not someone I'm interested in. Devonta Smith, is he on here? Let's restore him. Where does he rate? Devonta Smith, not a great play. Let's see here. DJ Chark, Corey Davis. Not a great option. Chark's up here. He's not a great option. Again, hasn't been playing at all with Trevor Lawrence. That's a real problem. Let's look at the tight ends. As far as tight ends go, who do we got? See, look at the Vork score on these guys. They all suck. They're just garbage. Ugh. There's no one of interest there. No one I even want to consider. Unless someone falls from another round. So after Cooks, Aaron Rodgers came off. So I don't need to really bother with tracking quarterbacks anymore. I'm all done with that. The tight end, no more tight ends have come off. No kickers, no defenses yet. How's this guy doing? So he went 1, 2, 3, and then he went 1, 2, 3. I haven't been tracking Notable at all as far as what he's doing. He has his quarterback. So Notable has not taken his tight end either. So that's important to know. So if we'll see. We'll just see if any tight ends get taken on this next round. But hopefully my gamble of taking Herbert here pays off because if Tannehill is gone by the time he comes back, that would have been the right choice to make. And I'm comfortable with Herbert. I think he's going to be on a good offense. He's going to be productive. I'm looking forward to it. You know, I do have him tagged as a regression candidate, but he's still a recommend. Even though he's got the regression tag, he's still a recommend. And he still scored well. Vork score and everything else. Okay, so Logan Thomas. Look at this guy. Why did you take Why? Why did you do that? My two, what team? My two dads. Oh my God. Why did you do that? That is such a waste of a pick. Not only did you get the bad value on TJ Hawkinson, you got the bad value on Logan Thomas. Congratulations. And now you're going to play both, right? You're going to play Logan in your flex? Yeah, that's a great idea. That's going to go great for you. So it's like, no thanks. No thanks there. All right. So you can see, look at this. Galladay's still on the board. Sutton is still on the board. And then there's A.J. Dillon, Jamal Williams, Sony Michel, Michael Gallup, Laviska Shenault, Jarvis Landry, Curtis Samuel, Jalen Waddle, and Juju Smith-Schuster, all still on the board. Tom Brady just came off, so there's another quarterback. So we've had 8 quarterbacks taken at this point. And I really do need to take another running back for sure. I might even take 2 on this next round that I have 3 of my wide receivers. Although I'll probably split. I'll probably do 1 running back and 1 wide receiver. I can't see myself taking any of the remaining tight ends. Again, just wait until everybody has a tight end, and then I'll take my tight end. I'll just pick somebody. So Higbee, Tanyan, Goddard, Font, Irv Smith, Mike Gesicki, Gerald Everett, Jonnu Smith. I could just go with a Gronk much later. Go for that. Where's the draft results? Here we go. Juju finally came off. That's a bummer. All right. So almost done with the 7th round here. So, and that was Swami. Swami took Juju. That's a nice pick there. In the 7th round, Juju is a great pick. So we're almost at pick. What are we at? 84. Yeah, and if we look at the wide receivers, let's just restore Juju. Juju's value was like 90th, wasn't it? Oh, it's 85th. Oh yeah, perfect. That's like a perfect fair value pick at that point. Yeah. Okay, and Antonio Brown, again, poor value. Antonio Brown has poor value there. But that closes out the 7th round. Zach Moss, Antonio Brown. That's going to come back. Kenny Golladay finally comes off. And Kenny Golladay, again, super risky, but as an 8th round pick, I got no problem taking Kenny Golladay, man. I mean, geez. That's just, let's see here. Let's put him back up here. I mean, Golladay was a recommend for us. 50. His value is 56th overall. It's just the whole injury risk and the Giants, and did this guy also take Saquon? Oh man, he's going big time on the Giants. He is all in on the Giants right there with both Saquon and Kenny Golladay. Tyler Higbee, another tight end, comes off. So we've got 8 tight ends off the board. 8 tight ends, but only 7 teams have tight ends right now. So there's still quite a few. If I was to take a tight end, I might take Jonnu Smith. Jonnu Smith is one I've been getting in a lot of drafts as a tight end too. If I take a second tight end, some of my deeper best ball leagues, I just think he has a really high touchdown upside. And, he has been mostly healthy this offseason, whereas Hunter Henry, of course, has not. So he's getting reps. He's getting reps with both Mac Jones and with Cam Newton. I think he's a decent choice, and they paid him a big bunch of money to play there too. So, that's where we're at. Corey Davis comes off. Devonta Smith. Matthew Stafford comes off. So another quarterback comes off. So we've had 9 quarterbacks taken at this point. And again, if we look at the quarterback list, I think Tannehill is the next one on the list. Well, there's Hurts in front of him, but a lot of people are fading Hurts. So the chances of Tannehill making it back to us, again, very slim. I think I made the right choice by taking Herbert with my 6th, 7th turn there. Mike Williams comes off. Corey Davis, Devonta Smith. So you can see Cortland Sutton is still on the board. That would be quite a coup to be able to get Cortland Sutton. Because on this round, if we restore Sutton, where is Sutton? Yeah, he rates very well. Look at that, 58th overall is his value. Obviously we're taking the risk with the injury, but it's a contract year. I think he's going to be fine. A LaVisca comes off, so that's a bummer. That's one of the guys we were looking at. Let's see here. Who else do we got? So who do I want to take for a running back? A.J. Dillon, Jamal Williams. I think I'd probably take Sony Michel. I think that's who I would take of those 3. What does my app say? Yeah, Sony's the top ranked one. And look at the value rank, 68th overall. So, yeah. I think that's what I'm going to do. And I got to say, man, some of Yahoo's projections are kind of ridiculous. They're super out of whack for what I would do. Look at that. I haven't even taken any bench players yet. That's how many starters you got to start on this league. Jeez. Okay. Michael Pittman comes off. 2 picks to us. Got lots of Cortland Sutton just bumped off. All right. Well, that's a bummer. So, we got guys like Gallup, Landry, Samuel, Waddle. We'll take a look at it right when we get to our pick. Deebo Samuel is taken. Okay, so we got some great options here. So we definitely want to take Sony. Definitely. With that kind of value, he's getting us like over 2 rounds of value. So let's go ahead and take Sony Michel. And then for wide receivers, Gallup's the top-ranked receiver. LaVisca's already gone. Curtis Samuel, oh, man. Do I take it? I think I should take a chance here. That value is so outstanding. compared to anybody else on this list. I just feel like Gallup's going to be a third wheel. You know, I mean, I think he's good, but and Jarvis, I'm going to take Samuel. I'm going to take the value. I'm going for the value on this round. I took 2 big value plays. So hopefully they pay off. That's what I'm hoping for. And, of course, it looks like Tannehill did make it to us. So, you know, I'm still happy that we got Herbert, and we don't have to worry about it. So that was our – and those were both bench guys. So Sony Michel, Curtis Samuel, both bench guys. Let's go to the next round of the app. All right, so looking at the 10th, 11th round. Now, Michael Gallup is a long shot to make it to it. Absolutely take him at the pick 10. We've got players like Henry Ruggs, Marquise Brown, Darnell Mooney. Fair value. Yeah, McCole Hardman. Okay, we got some great options here. So let's get these guys queued up. So Ruggs, Brown, Mooney, and Hardman. So let's go to wide receivers. And there's Marquise Brown. There's McCole Hardman. Look at that. Michael Thomas is still on the board. I do not expect him to make it back to us, but if he did, I would take him. Henry Ruggs. Although with a small bench, that's a lot of space on your bench that you got to keep him there for like half the year doing nothing. Let's see here. And all right, I think we got everybody. Did we get everybody highlighted there? Yeah. Okay. Let's look at running backs. This is a terrible round for running backs. Look at that. Oh, man. Murray, McKissick, Lindsey, Pollard, Madison, White, Ramadra is the only guy I would consider. And he's just a purely speculative pick. But let's go ahead and highlight him. There he is. We can look to see who makes it back to us on the next round, but it looks like a dismal round. So this might be the round to take a tight end. So if we look at what tight ends are expected to make it to this round, look at that. Well, Irv Smith's a long shot, but Gronk, John, those are the guys I wanted. Again, terrible Vork, terrible value. They just suck. They're totally worthless unless they get you a touchdown, but it's fine because, all the tight ends suck in standard points leagues. Smith, Gronk. Okay, so let's go to tight ends, and there's Smith, and there's Jonnu, and... did somebody already take Gronk? Somebody took Gronk? Wow. Okay, so somebody spent a lot on Gronkowski. Now, if we look at some of these other guys, Tanyan, Goddard, and Font, let's see here. So let's look at the tight ends. Yeah. Tanyan, Goddard, and Font. See, again, they just don't rate well. Again, the value is just garbage. Any one of them is just as good as any other one. So let's just highlight them, and we can consider them if they make it to us. But I'm not gonna bend over backwards to get any of those guys. There's absolutely no reason to do that. We also got Gage and Callaway here. Let's put them on the let's put them on the list. Gage and Callaway. I think they're gone. I think they've already been selected. Yep, he was already selected. All right. So, okay. Well, let's go back and let's see what's going on. Oh, look at that. We got some defenses going off the board. We've got 3 defenses coming off. Washington, Los Angeles, Rams, and Pittsburgh. We have another quarterback has come off, so we got 10 quarterbacks off the board. Gronk came off, so that's another one gone. So since our Curtis Samuel pick, we got Will Fuller, Leonard Fournette, Washington football team, Devin Singletary, Michael Carter, Jalen Hurts, Rob Gronkowski, Los Angeles Rams, Nyheim Hines, Jarvis Landry, Pittsburgh Steelers, and then Justin Tucker, our first kicker, comes off the board. What a waste of a pick. DJ Chark and then Michael Gallup back, so that's too bad. Gallup's not going to make it back to us. That's not surprising, though. I mean, again, long shot. So who's still on our list, though? So A.J. Dillon still on the board. Jamal Williams still on the board. Jalen Waddle still on the board. Marquise Brown, Mecole Hardman, Michael Thomas, Henry Ruggs, Rob Moore Stevenson, Irv Smith, Jonnu Smith, Robert Tonyan, Dallas Goedert, Noah Fant, and Russell Gage. So that's quite a bit. That's quite a bit of options. Look, another kicker was taken. Oh, boy, amateurs. Wasting a 10th round pick on a kicker. Oh, my God. He's just so wasted your picks there. I don't know if you watched my video on optimal position allocation, but again, the difference between the best kicker and the 12th best kicker, or the best defense and the 12th best defense, it's literally 2.5 points a week. That's it. It's just not that much. And it's always easy to find a replacement, a decent, workable replacement, if you just stream. And that's what I do. I stream my defenses, and kickers are usually good enough. You can just pick one and go with it until their bye week, and then you drop them for someone else, and you're fine. Okay, Mecole Hardman came off, so that's too bad. So how are we doing right now in our allocation? We got 1, 2, 3. Okay, so I've got 4. Okay, I got 4 wide receivers. I definitely need at least 5. So we'll definitely take a wide receiver, and we will take probably another running back. I just can't see myself, again, we've had 9 tight ends taken. I can totally wait on tight ends. There's so many that are still on the board. I just don't, there might be a run, but how much of a run could there be if there's already 9 off the board? It's just such a low value player. So we'll just go with that. And what is going on with this guy? So he's got, since Aaron Rodgers, he then took Debo and Fuller. So he's now, the guy right next to us, Notable, has 5 wide receivers, 3 running backs, and a quarterback. Again, he doesn't have a tight end either. Look at that. Okay, so 2 more quarterbacks just came off the board. I don't even need to track quarterbacks anymore. I've already got my guy. I'm not taking a second one. Next to the defense and the kicker, quarterback is the next deepest position. And again, the next easiest to find a replacement on the draft board. Every year, you've got undrafted quarterbacks that become solid wide receiver 1 starters. Like last year, Justin Herbert, undrafted, wasn't even a starter week 1, comes out and is like the 7th best quarterback in the league. Okay, another idiot took a kicker. Sorry, I'm being very dismissive of these choices here. And look, it's all the guys that took kickers. Are they all on auto pick? Is that what's going on? Okay, so A.J. Dillon just came off. That's a bummer because I would have loved to have gotten A.J. Williams at this point. Now, look at this. Michael Thomas is still on the board. Oh, boy. If we go to wide receivers, Michael Thomas, what's his value? 103rd, so he's a total fair value play. I think I got to go speculative here. I'll probably take one more wide receiver, but I got to take Michael Thomas here. I can't pass that up. And I got to take another running back. So if we look at the running backs, Jamal Williams. Oh, is that it? Is that basically it? Let's just look and see who's available. Running backs. Oh, Drake is still available too. Shoot, I like Drake. Let's see here. For running backs, for Drake, who should have already been gone at this point. Oh yeah, that's a no-brainer. I'm going to take Drake. Yeah, okay. Oh yeah, okay. I'm very happy there. That's a great round. So we got, Michael Thomas, potential end-of-season league winner for us, and as our 5th wide receiver in the 10th round. Absolutely fantastic, even if I don't get to use them till like week 8. So, so another tight end came off. So now 10 have come off. So we're basically at the point where we would want to take a tight end. So we'll definitely target one of these tight ends on the next round. Let me just look at the 12-13 tight ends. Again, they all suck. They're just, I mean, Everett is the only guy I think I would consider just for the touchdown upside. Let's get Everett on there too. Everett, I'll put him on. But let's look at what running backs are can we expect for the next round. So running backs, Ramondre is a long shot. None of these guys, they're just awful. Wide receivers, we do have some decent options. Look at that: Gabriel Davis, Jacoby Myers, Rondale Moore. Okay, so there are some wide receivers I am still interested in. So there's Jacoby. Let's see here. There's Rondale Moore. Gabriel Davis. Where's Gabriel Davis? Is he already gone? No, he's still there. Okay. Gabriel Davis, though, is kind of a little bit down on me because of his whole COVID thing. It's like, that's all I need is this guy to be unavailable during the course of the season when I need him. But getting someone like Jacoby Myers, if he comes back, gosh, that would be excellent. That would be excellent as our final wide receiver. Let's see here. And then for running backs, again, nothing of real interest there. Let's just kind of look and see if there's any backups or handcuffs that might be of interest to us that are still available. Let's see here. So Pollard, Penny and Giovanni, somewhat interested in. Same with McKissick. Let's see here. Daryl Williams. Justin Jackson. Okay, so there's a bunch of names there. So how's the team looking right now? So we've got Christian McCaffrey, A.J. Brown, James Robinson, Robert Woods, Kareem Hunt, Justin Herbert, Brandon Cooks, Sony Michel, Curtis Samuel, Michael Thomas, Kenyon Drake. Feeling pretty good about this team. Oh, look at this. Look, we've got the run. We got the run on tight ends. So let's see here. So now we've had 13 tight ends taken. Just amazing. These guys have no value. There's just no value. Again, these guys, they're what I call 50, 500, 5 guys. 50 catches, 500 yards, 5 touchdowns, which means that they're only worth anything on a weekend that they score a touchdown. That's it. That's the only time they're worth anything for fantasy. Otherwise, you're getting like 3 points out of them. Especially in a standard points league, it's just brutal. So, look at that. We have another defense that came off the board. All right. And so I think we're definitely, obviously we will take a tight end on this next pick. We've hit our trigger and we'll just take a guy and we'll just go with it, And so our notable has all his positions filled now. Did these guys already have tight ends? One of them had Travis Kelsey, and he took a second one. Again, why? Why would you do that? What is the point? Okay, so 11th round. Here's what we got. Kenyon Drake, Robert Tonyan, Matt Ryan, Gerald Everett, Dallas Goedert, Irv Smith, Phillip Lindsay, Jameis Winston, Jamal Williams, the San Francisco defense, David Johnson, Noah Fant closed out the 11th round. So of our initial list of tight ends, Jonnu Smith and Gerald Everett are the last names on there. Jalen Waddle is still on the board. Marquise Brown still on the board. Henry Ruggs still on the board. Man, there's some great wide receivers available late here. And I don't think I need. I should probably take another. Since I took Michael Thomas, I really do need another wide receiver. And my running backs, McCaffrey, Robinson, Hunt, Michel, and Drake. That's pretty good. How many more slots? Oh, I only have one more bench. That's it. And then I got to take my tight end and my kicker and my defense. Okay. So got more quarterbacks coming off the board. Another kicker. So that's so we got some guys auto picking. I can't even believe that, man. Pocket running back. Where's Pocket? Pocket, the guy that picked third, he's been auto picking. No, I guess not. If he was auto picking, it would have taken a kicker and a defense. He hasn't gotten that yet. So I'd love to get Waddle. We'll take Waddle if he makes it to us. Marquise Brown is also a great choice. I mean, if we look at them, if we look at the wide receivers, let's just look at Waddle. Waddle, right? Oh, look at that. Yeah, absolutely. Waddle's right at the top. Oh, it looks like someone took Marquise. Someone took Marquise Brown, so that's too bad. So, oh, we got Tampa Bay defense came off. So we have 5 defenses gone now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, that's right. 5 defenses and 5 kickers. Okay. So almost back to us taking our time. Oh, it's a full hour we're at. We're at 1 full hour. Everybody's like sweating. Let's look at what Swami's done. So Swami's got Tyreek Hill, Antonio Gibson, Lamar Jackson, George Kittle, Raheem Mostert, T. Higgins, Juju Smith-Schuster, Devonta Smith, Nyheim Hines, Michael Gallup. That's a great play. Michael Gallup. Then he took San Francisco, and I mean, again, just too early. Too early, Swami. Why would you do that? I don't get it. I don't get it. Just wait. Wait for your final 2 picks and take who's ever left. You know, it's no big deal. Oh, boy, they're taking their full allotment of time right now. Oh, it's because it's the auto pick. Why didn't it just auto pick? Why is it going the full minute? Took another defense. Okay, Baltimore. So just to let you know, who am I targeting? If as far as my kicker and my defense go, I'm targeting the Denver Broncos, and I'm targeting why am I drawing a blank on his name? Oh, hold on. We'll get it in a second. Okay, so Rashad Penny was saying, okay, so Waddle made it. So I'll tell you what, I'm going to take Waddle here. God, what a great value, man. We get like 4 rounds of value from taking Waddle at this point. So I will take him. And now we definitely need our tight end. Let's just look and see who's available on the tight ends. We got Gesicki, Jonnu Smith, Evan Engram. You know what? I just took another Miami player. Do I really want to? He does. Well, let's see here. How does Gesicki rate? Let's look at the tight ends. Gesicki. Oh, look at that. Yeah. Okay. Gesicki. Yeah, he rates good enough. We'll take Gesicki. All right. Look at that. I got 2 Miami players late. That's unexpected. I would not have expected that I would have done that. But still, a fine choice. I mean, shoot. Again, all the tight ends just suck. But Gesicki, what I got him projected at? 52 catches, 625 yards, 5 touchdowns. All right, and if he can do a little bit better than that, if he can get me like 7 touchdowns or maybe 700 yards, I will be thrilled. So we'll just go with that. And if it doesn't work out, I'll go and I'll just stream the position as best I can. Hopefully there's a couple of notable defenses that are terrible against the tight end position. A couple years ago, there was the year that Arizona's defense just couldn't stop tight ends. And the absolute winning play nearly every week was to play the tight end that played Arizona, and he would kill it. He would score. So, okay, so I only got 5 running backs. That's a little light. But I'm very comfortable with this lineup. I think maybe I would have liked to add maybe 1 more running back, but the running backs that are available at this point in the draft are all so speculative, and someone like Jalen Waddle, I think he is a borderline flex play right off the bat, So and we'll see what he does week one. Week one, there's no, why am I drawing a blank on his name? Fuller. There's no Fuller. He's suspended. So we'll get to really see what he can do with his former quarterback, who's now his current NFL quarterback, Tua. And maybe it'll work out. So let's look at kickers and defenses. I don't think I need any more of these guys. Obviously, I can't take any more, but look at all those options we have. Still tons of options on the draft board. If we look at defenses, oh, look at that. Denver's right at the top of the list. That makes me a little nervous. But look, New England's still here. Is Buffalo still here, or is Buffalo gone? Buffalo's gone. Cleveland's also really good. Cleveland's a good choice. Let's look at kickers. Suck Up is one that I've been getting in a lot. Let's see here. Mason Crosby. It just doesn't matter. Look at all these guys, 140, 150. I get Badgley. I could get, Jason Myers of Seattle. Lutz is out, so I normally would consider him. But again, there's a lot of things in question in New Orleans. I don't think they're going to be the offensive powerhouse they have been over the past few years, but I think we're good. So if we look at, I'm gonna exit draft mode. We'll just look at the defenses. So Cleveland, their first 3 games. Okay, Kansas City's not a good first game. I'm not going to take them. But then Houston and Chicago. Houston is great. Denver's clearly my number one choice. The Pats. They start with Miami, at the Jets, then New Orleans. Yeah, that's not too bad. I'd be comfortable with that. Anyone else rate very well? Again, Buffalo's already gone. Who else is available? Kansas City. Is Kansas City on here? What do they got? I know they start with Cleveland. At Baltimore, Chargers. Nah. Nope. I don't want that. Indy. What about Indy? Is Indianapolis on here? Yeah. Seattle, Rams, Tennessee. Nope. That's not a good choice. How about the Chargers? At Washington, Dallas, at Kent. Nope. That is a nope. New Orleans. How about New Orleans? Green Bay, at Carolina, at New England, New York. Oh, boy. It's kind of a mixed bag. New Orleans. How about the Bears? The Bears. Rams, Cincinnati, Cleveland, Detroit. Not great. All right. So we got some options. Let's look at the draft results. Let's see what's going on here. So since our pick, it was Tyler Bass, Greg Zuerlein, a couple kickers came off, then Marvin Jones, Buffalo defense, Amon-Ra St. Brown, Jacoby Myers, A.J. Green, Tony Pollard, Jonnu Smith, Evan Ingram, Cole Kmet. Again, these people are rostering these worthless players. J.D. McKissick, Latavius Murray, Baker Mayfield, Austin Hooper, another tight end. Again, why? Why are you doing this? Why are you wasting your bench space with these worthless tight ends? They're just not worth anything unless they get a touchdown. They're not worth anything. So, you look at the projected points for someone like Austin Hooper. Let's just go to the tight ends. Hooper, his projected points, where are you? 77 points. 170th most valuable player overall. There is no reason to roster a guy like that. Not a chance. New England. All right. This is making me a little nervous, but we'll see what happens. I might not get my Denver, which is a bummer because I could have taken it there, but then again I would have passed up on Waddle, so I'm not sure I would have wanted to do that, but almost done. Yeah, I like this team. I think we've gotten good value across the board. We haven't gotten any overvalued players except for Mike Gesicki, But no, actually, I think we got fair value on Mike Gesicki. Again, he's scheduled to earn 93 points. Oh, holy cow, right? I mean, who cares? Maybe he'll do a little bit better. Who knows? And looks like my two dads is just stuck. They're on tilt. Oh, it's just auto picking. Why are you going the full minute if you're auto picking? I don't understand that at all. Is it just to slow down this draft? Oy, yay. I'm just going to pause it. We'll come back when it's our pick. All right, some pretty nice picks here at the end. Look at Henry Ruggs just went. Then Trey Lance, who would be the only quarterback I would consider rostering on my bench. Ryan Fitzpatrick. Oh, and of course he took Denver. Of course he did. Damn him. Oh, jeez. Who does New Orleans play? Week 1. Green Bay. Oh, jeez. At home. Who is available? Yikes. Who was Indy playing week 1? Seattle at home. Let's do that. Let's take Indianapolis. Okay, let's take Sukup. Jeez. No, Miami plays New England. Chicago plays the Rams. Ugh, it's just not good choices. I guess I'll do New Orleans. Damn it. All right. Well, it's all right. I might just look on the waiver wire to see if there's any better matchups, but yay. Okay, so it sucks that I missed on Denver. I can't believe I got sniped on Denver. Oh, dang it. Okay, so, but anyway, overall, this is a nice team. So Justin Herbert is our quarterback. A.J. Brown, Robert Woods, Brandon Cooks are our wide receivers. Christian McCaffrey, James Robinson, Kareem Hunt are our running backs. Mike Gesicki's our tight end. On our bench, we've got Sony Michel, Curtis Samuel, Michael Thomas, Kenyon Drake, Jalen Waddle. Ryan Sukup is our kicker. New Orleans is our defense. I'm feeling pretty good about this team. I'm interested to see what Yahoo thinks of it. So we'll come back and see what they say. All right, so I pulled up all the players I selected on my app, and let me tell you what, man, I kind of love this team a whole lot. We have got a ton of upside on these players. First of all, I just want to mention that I have 5 players with top 36 value. I've got 5 top 3-round players. And then I've got 3 players that are valued in the 60s. I got 1 in the 70s. My least valuable player is Mike Gesicki, a value rank of 144. But everyone else has a value rank almost in the top 100. I cannot believe I pulled that off. But those last couple of picks, the Waddle and Drake and Samuel, those guys were such amazing bargains at the point I got them. This is an amazing value roster right now. Again, lots of stars, which is really good. Obviously my highest risk, Curtis Samuel because of the injury, Michael Thomas because of the injury, Mike Gesicki, just, he doesn't rate great, but he was a good pick where we took him. All high and mid reliabilities. I've got no low reliability players. Consistency rankings. Look at all the 10s. Oh my God. I don't think this draft could have gone any better for me. With the possible exception of missing on Denver. I'm super excited about this team. This is a really, really, really good team. Way better than I expected it to be. This is just amazing. Look at the contract year players. I got A.J. Brown, Sony Michel, Mike Gesicki, all on contract years. I got Jalen Waddle as my breakout player. I do have some regression risk. I got Justin Herbert. I got Curtis Samuel. And actually, James Robinson, that regression risk is gone now that I need to adjust that in my app because that's no longer existing because Etienne is out for the season. So he's perfectly good. So I am like out of my mind here. I'm so happy with this lineup. This is really, really good lineup. And again, very strong for the end of the year. With Michael Thomas coming back mid-season, I think my team's going to be unstoppable once that happens. But even before he comes in, I got Cooks, I got Samuel, and I've got Waddle to help me out in the third wide receiver or the flex spot as I need it. So I'm interested to see what Yahoo thinks. I bet they hate it. I don't care. This is a damn good team. I'm really, really happy with the results. Okay, help me make sense of this grade. They give me a C+, but in their description, they say I am projected to finish 9-5, which would put me 4th in the league. How does the 4th player in the league get a C+? Help me understand that. It obviously does not like me taking James Robinson, but I don't think they fully allotted for the fact because they're saying that he should have gotten his ADP as 72. But yeah, that was based back on when Travis Etienne was on the team. Now he's not. I don't get that. They need to update this stuff. They're saying week 7 and week 13 are my toughest weeks for buys, which is fine. But overall, again, I think I rate very well across the board. Just a little bit undervalued in wide receiver and tight end. Kicker and defense just slightly, just ever so slightly, but I got a nice advantage both at the running back and the quarterback position. It also says my first half schedule is pretty easy, so that's encouraging. Although my first game is against notable, the guy who sniped me on several key picks and currently has an advantage over me. But I don't understand how I'm down here. If I've got the 4th best team, how come I'm not up here? I don't know. It's Yahoo. What are you going to do? Anyway, you saw my rankings on the app. This is a damn solid team with really good value across the board. Like I said, I think this team is going to roll once the season gets going here. I'm super excited about what's going to happen. But anyway, hey, thanks for watching. What do you think of this team? What do you think? Did I make some mistakes? Did I make a mistake by not taking Denver before my last final 2 picks? I think if I want Denver, I'm going to have to take it at least 1 round earlier than I normally would. But overall, very good draft and some great late round picks that I got there. So I'm super excited. But anyway, hey, thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it and have yourself a great day. Bye.